Hey, how's it going, guys? This video is just my personal opinion on the newly released iPhone 5 and why I think you should not buy it. And, well, it's just Apple in general. And, so yeah, let's talk about the iPhone 5. It pretty much is just the iPhone 4. If you think about it and look at it, it's just a little bit better in every aspect, from both internally and externally looking. It's a little bit taller, and the screen's a little bit bigger, and the speakers are a little bit louder, and the back is a little bit better, meaning that they have a actual metal casing for the back instead of just glass. And well, some people like it. I mean, I don't really like the look of it. I mean, I really like the iPhone 4. The glass finish is a little bit shinier, and people tend to complain about the fingerprint, but like most people use a cover, so that wouldn't really be a problem. But if you like metallic casing, they have it on the new iPhone 5 on the back, and it's a little bit thinner. It's a little bit faster. 1 GHz to be exact, instead of the 800 GHz for the iPhone 4. And the image quality is a little bit better, but some people really question that, and they tend to question the real color of the image itself. For instance, for example, sand. A lot of sand is kind of white, and if you see it on the iPhone 4, sometimes it actually looks better and more realistic than the iPhone 5. And so the iPhone 5 is a little grayer, the image, than the iPhone 4, and the iPhone 4 is a little bit grayer than its previous ancestors. But in general, if you really think about it, the iPhone 5, again, is just an exaggeration of the iPhone 4S, or the iPhone 4 even. Like I said, it's just a little bit of everything, a little bit longer, bigger, thinner, but in general, it pretty much is just a stretched out iPhone 4, and in fact, the browsing speed on the internet, including images and everything, for the iPhone 5 actually slower than the iPhone 4. Like, if you can look at other videos on YouTube of them doing actual reviews. I don't have a iPhone 5 with me right now. That's why I'm doing this video. I am doing it on my iPhone 4, and yeah, the web browsing speed for the iPhone 5 is actually slower than the iPhone 4S. And why I think you shouldn't buy the iPhone 5? I mean, think about it. How long did it take for Apple to release the iPhone 4S after the iPhone 4? Not long ago. I mean, it's just a little bit faster. It looks exactly the same. And now that they released the iPhone 5, how long did it take for Apple to release the iPhone 5 after they released the iPhone 4S? Not long. Again, that's just something they do. It's called planned obsolescence. That's just a business, technique that they use, meaning that they hold back the technology and not release it when they already have it. It's like having two apples that I can give you, but I only give you one. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it's nonsense. They already have the technology for iPhone 5 when they released the iPhone 4. And they're just holding it back to make more money within a year that they released the iPhone 5. So to make more money. I mean, if you think about it, Apple actually have more money than the U.S. government, and that's been quite a while now. But that's something else. Like, they get the labor from China and Asian countries for like very cheap labor, and people work 12-hour shifts. Some of them jump off buildings, and then they build these nets to catch the people that jump off buildings. It's crazy, and have false wage reports. But that's something else. You can look it up on YouTube. But I'm here to tell you, basically as a consumer, why I don't think personally the iPhone 5 is worth it. Is, like I said, they're just holding back the technology of the iPhone 5. I'm sorry. When they had the technology of iPhone 5 when they released the iPhone 4. I mean, if you really think about it, you're pretty much being cheated when you buy a brand new iPhone 4 when it is released, knowing at the back counter they have the iPhone 5 pretty much just sitting there until you get tired of your iPhone 4, and then they can sell you the iPhone 5 for another like $800 probably. And so yeah, uh, personally, I'm kind of waiting for the iPhone 6 right now. And from what I'm seeing again, I think it's nonsense that they have all these weird images of the iPhone 6 being completely transparent. I mean, maybe they will come up with that kind of technology within, I don't know, 15 years, but you cannot have a electronic device that is entirely transparent. You know, we already have transparent screens and, flexible wallpaper roll-up screens, but they're attached with the casing where the battery and the chips and the processors are included. You know, you cannot have like an entire card that is transparent. That is just nonsense. But for now, the iPhone 5 is just bullshit. It's pretty much a stretched out, both physically and internally, iPhone 4. That's what it is. It's just a business technique to make more money. It's called planned obsolescence. So I just hope you keep that in mind when you buy the iPhone 5 if you're going to. But if you have the money, I guess it's just something that's to show around with people and have fun with. Cheers.